What is up, everybody? Well, I gotta say, this was one hell of a surprise. I was expecting to potentially stream today, potentially get started on Sly 3, but I get home from work, and I check PSN profiles like 6:30-ish, and it's like, holy shit, LEGO Star Wars 2 got trophies patched in. So, I always talk about how certain games like this are a day one type of thing for me. So, that's basically what's happening today. It came out of nowhere. I was not expecting to see this. But I am so freaking excited. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Seth. Platinum Marvel Rivals. Nice. Burping a bit. I'm excited. I can't believe this. By the way, for anyone who's curious, the Wallace and Gromit pack is actually really easy for Power Wash. Like, all the miscellaneous trophies are really easy this time, and the jobs are mostly short. Only the lab is really any amount of time. And I legitimately think they've made Power Wash a little easier. I think that they've made it so you don't have to clean quite as many pixels for something to count. I swear it feels like it's been easier this time around. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I swear I think it has been. Okay, so the trophy list for this game... Already finished both versions of Power Wash DLC. Oh, nice, yeah. I'm, like, maybe half an hour from being done with the PS4 version. 76% for Borderlands. Nice. So, 3 trophies for finishing the story. Expected. True Jedi mini kits, we're used to those. Gold brick, obviously, we know about gold bricks. True Jedi meter in free play. Yeah, this game I think was different. I think you could get a True Jedi meter in both regular and in both story and free play, I believe. Red Power Brick, Super Stories, beat the best time for a Super Story, which is an hour, I believe. Character bonus and mini kit bonus are other bonus levels. Those aren't going to be that bad. Collect all gold bricks. Expected. Lego City level. Bonus level. That's expected. Purchase everything. Expected. Get a lot of studs. I don't know... Oh yeah, character stuff and vehicles. I don't know what these are, because I swear... I don't remember these being a thing. I don't ever remember there being these levels. Maybe they were bonus levels? Because here's the thing for me, like... Hey, Goran. Sly 3? I have no idea now. Went back to the infamous Black Ops 3, but on PS3 again. Oh, well, at least got some of it done. DE on Black Ops 3 trying to beat the main Easter egg. Got 6 out of 10 DLC trophies. I mean, that's pretty good. 6 achievements left, and they're all DLCs. It's not too bad. So, my history with the LEGO games was... I started with LEGO Star Wars 1. The one that was the first 3 movies. And loved it. Absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. And I still love this game. Oh crap, you know what I just thought of? That right there, that music. Okay. Alright. We got rewind feature, awesome. Okay, let me turn that music off, because I don't want copyright problems. Okay, so they do have extra toggle here, that's good. I don't think it's going to be particularly long. I've seen videos of people 100%ing this game in 12 hours of just 12 consecutive hours of playing, which is obviously not what's going to happen here. I got to go to work tomorrow, so... I think that it's probably a 15 to 20 hour platinum if you know what you're doing and there's nothing buggy or anything. Now, this is a dumb question to ask real quick, but is this the PSP version or the PS2 version? I think it's the PS2 version that I grew up on. I'm almost positive that it's the PS2 version. I remember the challenges being in the game. I just don't remember what they were. Because the thing for me was, I played this game a lot too, as a kid. Absolutely. But I've never actually 100%ed it. Now, that was not my fault that it was never 100%. It was because the disc I owned as a kid had something wrong with it to where I couldn't complete the last super story. So I was never able to actually 100% the game, sadly. I could get to the 4th mission of the final super story, and then the game would just always crash in the same place. So I've never actually fully 100%ed the game, whereas I 100%ed the original LEGO Star Wars probably half a dozen times, outside of maybe buying everything. But this game puts in a lot of quality of life enhancements. You can leave in the middle of a level, and it saves the mini-kits and stuff you collect. You couldn't do that in the original LEGO Star Wars. There are stud multipliers starting in this game, which makes anything stud-related much easier. And just, it's the original trilogy. The best trilogy in the franchise. And yes, of course, the prequel trilogy has grown on everyone at this point. But this will always be the best trilogy. Oh man, this brings back so many freaking memories. Oh god, I remember this game, loving this game so much. This and the original. See how much I can remember of the actual levels. Alright, that is shiny silver. We can't get rid of that until we have a thermal detonator, which is the bounty hunter class. Oh man, this is bringing back some memories, guys. Although we technically still don't even have LEGO Star Wars 1. Like, we still haven't gotten it ported over yet. I'd love to see that happen, because I'd legitimately consider playing it just for fun, because I love it so much, and because it's the shortest one. Hey, Cassie. The reason you don't mind getting PS3 version Black Ops 3, because your profile will never be close to 100%. Yeah, then, I mean, that's what I did with a couple of games, like, because I couldn't finish a handful of games on my profile, but I still got every trophy I could in them. I didn't have to go back and do the rest of Homefront. Well, that was rude. I don't know how Darth Vader controls the door from out here, but that is a Dark Force door, so we can't do anything about that right now. Hey, Aiden. Alright, so we're going to put on a top hat. What exactly is the point of the top hat? I do not know. But disguises are an important part of this game, and I remember them potentially being a little bit annoying in story mode. Just because you lose them if you get hit, and you actually need the disguises on some later levels. Stormtroopers! They are coming in! And they are not shooting back! You get slapped. Slap! Come on, I want to slap it. You little bitch, you got slapped. You do not assault a princess that way. And that is a C-3PO door. We cannot do anything about a C-3PO door. Hey, Sweet Plays. 32 more wins to get Burnout License in the Platinum. Oh, nice. So you're getting fairly close. How am I doing? I am doing quite well because I got home from work and saw this at like 6:30, so like 2 hours ago, and it's like one of my all-time classic. And there's no way in hell I'm gonna miss out on streaming this game. Even if it's slipped my memory a little bit on some of the levels. Oh, this is one of those things I grew up on. I love getting these old nostalgias. Okay, so that requires the Force. Can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with the stuff down below, as we need a small character for that. Finish up a little more DLC. Still some left to do. It's been a depressing week for you. Sorry to hear that. It's been a stressful week for me, so it's definitely been a stressful week for me. Alright, so we can't hurt Darth Vader normally, so we gotta shoot these things that look like giant lamps. And that scares him away. Hey, TJ! Studs. Get studs. Marksman on Extreme wasn't that hard. Got the trophy first try. Nice. That's good. Oh, I don't know what I just destroyed. But it's a 1 of 3 type of thing, which I'm... You can't get the mini-kits, obviously, on story mode for the most part. You can get a few of them, but not many. Bounty Hunter door. We do not have a Bounty Hunter right now, so that is a bit unfortunate. We will get one later, I'm sure. Now, that we might be able to find a Stormtrooper disguise. They don't just drop from enemies the way they do in Skywalker Saga, unfortunately. You have to get them out of those dispensing machines. Ramadan started on Saturday. I've been getting so bored, there's nothing to do. Oh, gotcha. Good thing is that you're losing weight back down to 226. Nice, though. At least you're losing weight and feeling isolated in college. I would have days like that, for sure. And I know, obviously, like, you don't drink, so you can't go out to really bars and meet people quite as easily. Is Vader just going to keep murdering people? I guess they don't care that we're watching them. What happens if I hit it again? Anything? Nothing. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, we already have True Jedi. But that's actually okay, because... we need a lot of studs to buy everything in this game. And it's gonna be a little while, probably, till we get any of the red bricks that are multipliers. I don't know when we're gonna get any multiplier bricks, so... Oh, whoa. Okay, if I remember correctly, this game is a bit obscure when it comes to some of the mini-kits. Compared to the original LEGO Star Wars and to a lot of the later games, this one's a little more obscure with some of the mini-kits. I'm surprised that wasn't one. Been running with some issues with YouTube. Linked the account through YouTube PlayStation. Already verified the account a few days ago. YouTube's not letting you live stream. That's weird. Can you... It can't be something along the lines of you can only live stream if you're a partner or something, right? There's no way it would be that. Yeah, there's no way they would do that. You dorm sometimes, yeah. Just got no one to hang out with. I mean, see if your school has, like, any sort of gaming club or team. Because I think around the time I graduated, Clemson actually got an esports team, which was out of pretty much nowhere. YouTube says verification takes 24 hours. It's been 5 days. Well, they've claimed they've been reviewing the yellow check marks on like 10 of my videos for about 7 years now. So I wouldn't put any actual stock in what YouTube says. I was by yourself for the weekend, whole dorm suite, so would just chill, play Black Ops 6 all weekend. Better when you get in good shape, fix your looks. I mean, you're losing weight, you're hopefully going to get to exercise, which exercise is supposed to make you happy. Is there something off the side here? I guess just death. I guess death approaches off the side. As online friends don't have too many people to talk to. For me, it's just like a few work friends and a handful of people around here, and obviously guys like Lizard Guy and everything. Do-do-do-do-do. Is that the end of the level? Is that actually the end of the level? I thought there was more. Just use R2 like a trash can for some reason. There's clubs in college. Yeah. Yep, there's clubs. I was in a couple. I was also in a academic co-ed fraternity. Okay, so is it just triangle? Yes. Okay. Mainly insecurities. I mean, I was also very antisocial. That I'm not going to deny that at all. Okay, so yeah, there were just super obscure things in this game, like... Do you maybe... No, wait, it's not from dropping these guys off the side that gets you the mini-kit. It's something else. Aw, we're holding him by his underwear. He's getting an ultimate wedgie as he falls to his death. Yeah, it's stuff like... You have to, like, drive a vehicle onto this platform to get a mini-kit. And back in that day and age, you know, that was before YouTube, really. Or especially before, like, Let's Play and stuff. So, like, back when this game came out, me and a lot of my friends actually bought it. And there was a lot of times where we were, you know, talking with one another, trying to figure out what the hell to do to get certain things done in the game. Like, beating the game, of course, isn't a problem, but, like, finding all the collectibles and all that stuff? This wasn't the easiest game in the world to figure out, I'm gonna say that. Okay, so I know we have to lift 3PO over that. But what's the point of the Ascension gun here? Is it just for studs? Yeah, that's all it looks like. Huh. Would have thought there'd be something else up there. But yeah, we use the crane to get C-3PO across. Man, I can't believe it. We're finally got trophies in this game. Well, if I could hit the right button, that would be helpful. Oh, it's amazing. This game actually still holds up pretty well. Because, at least, unlike the original LEGO Star Wars, you can do things like quit out of the level halfway through and save your progress on, like, the studs you collected and stuff like that. And the mini-kits. Because, interestingly, the original LEGO Star Wars didn't do that. This is common for a lot of people to try to live stream on PS5, or to fix it out to verify on PC. Oh, okay, because, yeah, I've never tried to stream without a capture card from PS5. I mean, I've streamed without a capture card when me and Lizard Guy streamed, but that was through OBS, through just Steam, so... 1 of 3 again. I already broke 1 of 3. This is 1 of another set of 3. So that's a common thing that happens. Most part people try to be friends with, they start ignoring you out of nowhere. That sounds like me whenever I try to get a date. So I know the pain of that, unfortunately. Dating kind of sucks now. It's just like, you just get used for dinner or coffee or whatever, and then they just ghost you. Or ghost you when they just even start talking to you. That too. But I'm still thankful for the main few friends I do have. I need to see what Nick's up to, actually. He doesn't post too much on social media. I need to see what he's up to. Supposed to boost the multiplayer trophies for Hot Wheels Unleashed, but turning down by the way he was talking, it sounded like he would up and leave if you were late. Yeah, there's... Unfortunately, sometimes there's people that can be like that. Okay, we do not have a Stormtrooper, but obviously stuff like that will be much easier when we can play in free play. I mean, why can't... I was about to say, why can't we jump across it, but there's probably a good reason for that. Is that shiny silver? If that's supposed to be shiny silver, it's dark black. It don't look like silver to me. Or it looks like very gross silver covered in, like, ash. This is the only thing I can think of. Aw, rebels! We saved them! Isn't there stormtroopers in a hot tub here? Do we get stormtroopers in a hot tub here, or is that later? Stormtroopers in a hot tub! Let me in, boys! I want to get naked in a hot tub with 2 other men! Wait, what? They killed me for that, so the Empire is officially anti-LGBT, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. Start taking dating apps seriously whenever you're in the best shape of your life. Sounds like a good idea, then. Have the confidence in yourself. Be able to have fun with it. You've been recording some clips playing GTA 5 director mode, pretty much on yourself, get used to hearing your voice pretty quickly. Yeah, it is definitely weird the first few times you do it. I will say that. Hey, Drez? He said he was available 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, said any day time works. And he said if you don't pick a time and date, he won't help you. Sounds like someone just being a dick. Finished Vanguard this week, only took 28 hours. So how'd you find the, what'd you think of the 2 bad trophies? The stealth one toward the end in the department store, and of course that god-awful dive bombing trophy. I'm legitimately curious to know if you had the problems with it that a lot of us did. Hey, Robbie. Yeah, that was fun. Is he a doctor or something? He could be. You know, it's actually possible he could be, but he's probably just some uppity dickwad. Cyber was able to get all the zombies done in Cold War's PS5 version except the Easter egg. Ooh, nice! Sound like a 15-year-old, but who cares? Bro, I mean, if you look at my old stuff... Hey, there's our first trophy! Storied Jedi for... Full Jedi meter. True Jedi meter. And look at how few characters there are in this game. That's all the characters in this game. There's not a lot in this one. There's even fewer in the original. But we have extra toggle. I forgot we have extra toggle once we buy that. That is going to get us a lot more characters. So that gets you every character from the original LEGO Star Wars. It was originally only a thing you could do if you bought on the same console. But yeah, I sounded like a little squeaker up until I was about 14. Maybe 15. I did get lucky with a deeper voice. And look at that, there's only 99 gold bricks in the game. Imagine that compared to modern day. It's just insane. You know what? I want to continue the story. Let's continue on with the story just a bit. Let's save our game as well. Let's make sure we have some nice save data in here. Got the dive bomb in 6 minutes. Of course you did. Because you're better at games than all of us, apparently. God, the dive bomb took me at least an hour on both versions. Like, it legit took me an hour on each version. And it was frustrating on both. Now, the department store isn't really hard. It's just insanely time-consuming and tedious. So I can understand you getting through that with only 8 resets. It is just more time-consuming and tedious than actually difficult. And like for me, I got it no problem the first time I went through it. The second time I went for it, I got screwed because the trophy bugged on me. Why so difficult to get done, but it's the easiest COD Easter egg to ever exist. Well, I had like one time where the game crashed on me when I was like on the final objective or something. I definitely sounded like a squeaker in the old days. DLC was on sale, so I got that too. Nice. Every group you try to work with has no idea how to do it. Really? Because, like, I'm not going to say it's necessarily easy because you have to be skilled enough to do it. But it's not a complicated Easter egg at all. It's very simple. There's only, what, like 10 steps to it, and most of them are pretty straightforward if you know what you're doing. And then it just comes down more to the skill of being able to complete it. Okay, so after this mission, we'll have access to a Jedi character, which is good for free play. Bantha Pudu. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not invincible in this, when I'm on that. Alright, let's just look around, because like I haven't found a single mini-kit yet in that first level, which is slightly embarrassing. This when the characters didn't talk. Honestly, I mean, it has a certain charm to it, but I kind of prefer when they talk nowadays. I feel like it adds a little bit more to everything. Whoa! Head dive. Okay, Luke. Okay, let's go swimming in the rock. I don't wait. And the Tuskens honestly have better aim than the Stormtroopers. I guess that shouldn't be surprising. It's just kind of funny to see. And is there anything shiny silver that we can do absolutely nothing about yet? God, was this one of those games where you really, like, couldn't get anything in story mode? Because a few of the LEGO games are that way, where they just won't let you get, like, anything in the story mode. For some reason. Gotta find a boosting partner since it's been such a pain. I guess maybe check PSN profiles, see if you can find someone, maybe just specify everything, like... Only join if you actually know how to do the Easter egg. Because I've definitely had people join things before that didn't know what they were doing. Okay, can't get to that because we're not a small character. Because of course not. Got a boosting group ready for tomorrow. Gonna get the online trophies in Call of Juarez. Oh, nice, nice. 3.5 out of difficulty. I mean, for me, really, like, Veteran in that game is not that hard. Veteran isn't really a problem. It's really, for me, it was just those 2 trophies. And again, like, the department store trophy is more of just, like, a tedious type of thing than it is truly difficult. But I struggled badly with the other one. I did struggle pretty badly with that other one. I wonder if anyone's got the Platinum Trophy already in this game. I'd be a little surprised if they did. And I'm going to be starting to write a trophy guide for it as soon as I'm done streaming tonight, or tomorrow, maybe. Okay, I feel like I can... I bet I can glitch my way to this, can't I? Were there even... There might not have been super jump characters in this game. Was that only in the first one? No, because, like, well, there was agility abilities from female characters in the later ones. Oh, yes, got it. I don't think that's how I was supposed to do it, but okay. I have no idea if that was the intended method to get that, but I will take it. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. This game's a little janky. It's old. This one, compared to many LEGO games, is a little on the janky side. So you've been warned if you've never played some of these older LEGO games. Well then, that's a bit rude, don't you think, Mr. Whatever your name is called, Tusken Raider dude? Quit screaming at me. All I'm doing is killing you. It's not that painful. Oh, there's one stuck up there. Look at that. That's strange. I haven't seen that happen. Dive bomb, you saw the pattern on how to dodge. Intentionally fly into the area with a flat cannon, shoot at you. I honestly just could never get it to be consistent. Multiplayer in 60 mile per hour winds and the thunderstorm, so Wi-Fi was dying. Yeah, I could see that being difficult. I could see that being a problem. Okay, but speaking of problems, there is one kind of strange thing about this game, is that I think you have to get the stud meter filled in both story and free play, and I think it's the only game that ever did that. So we really do need to actually fill the stud meter even in story mode. As weird as that sounds, I think that's what it was. Now, it's not a big deal because of the stud multipliers that exist in this game. Because at least we have that. Okay, they're all dead. Checking. No one has it yet. I'm not gonna be first achiever, by the way, guys. I'm not trying to be first achiever. Because, I mean, I can only stream for so long tonight. I gotta get up and, you know, go to work in the morning. If this trophy list had come out a week earlier, I actually legitimately could have gone for fastest achiever. But any person that wants to know life this game is gonna beat me to it at this point, so no real question that I had no chance at it. Yeah, I wish it had come out about a week ago. You and the other guy have half the online trophies left. Last week, now you have another player, so hopefully things go smoothly. Hopefully. When your card works on the Xbox, picking up RoboCop. Yeah, it's made by the Terminator Resistance people, which, that's actually a legitimately good game. Now, I do want to address one interesting thing about this game. Oh, yeah, because we're all, the group message, we've been chatting again a little bit more. Ghost is, getting off of World of Warcraft for a little while to play PlayStation again. He's been on World of Warcraft for a long time now. But we're all catching up a little bit, which is always fun. Boosting Bros for Life. That's actually the name of the group. And it's true. But anyway. Let's see. What was I saying? So, this game's achievement list is probably the second hardest LEGO game. Alright, I can confuse the Jawas. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have to confuse them, don't I? Because they stun the robots? The droids? But yeah, if you go back to this game on the on the Xbox 360, it was the first one to have achievements. And it's one of the hardest ones out there. And started the new job. Yeah, I started it. I've got mixed feelings right now. So does my other co-workers. There are definitely mixed feelings on it, so... Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be an Adam involved, which is obviously a improvement. So, we'll hope for the best. It's only been 4 days, so... Can't really judge it on that. There's good and bad to it. Which I think is how everything is. Hey, Robert, do you think you got the trophy support for Star Wars Rebel Assault 2? Given we randomly got this out of nowhere, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. At this point, I don't know what we're going to get or when. The online connections in the cartel are terrible. I play plenty of games that had terrible online connections, so I know the feeling of that. Your AI actually isn't completely stupid in this game, are they? The enemy AI might be, but... I want to say the friendly AI may not be that awful in this game, compared to some of them. Because they actually have to do certain things. Okay, that's shiny silver, presumably, so nothing we can do. Well, actually, no, wait, hang on. Oh, the classic died, but we can't do anything about that. Darn it. Got a group for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mutants. Made by Platinum Games. Yeah, they're the ones that made the Legend of Korra game. That's a bit of a throwback. Whoa. Hang on just a second. No need for two partners. As you can see there. Because you can just do everything yourself. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, Legend of Korra, yep. That game... It wasn't a bad game by any means, but... It was different. It wasn't bad. The pro bending mode was kind of cool because you could actually kind of figure out the rules for pro bending, something that the show makes absolutely sure never to allow you to do. Look, don't get me wrong, I still like The Legend of Korra as a show, but they fumbled a lot of things, especially in the first season or two. First season, they fumbled several things pretty hard. Second season, same, but they had Varric in it, who's one of the best characters in the history of the franchise, and kind of saved the second season. And then they actually really got their act together with seasons 3 and 4. Seasons 3 and 4 were still, like, really, really good. Even if Season 4 went from grounded, sort of, like, fantasy grounded, to absolutely batshit insane. And if you've seen Season 4, you know exactly what I'm referring to with that. Anyway. Yeah, they can't be worse than the last job, so, obviously, give it a look. I'll give it some time before I give a full opinion on anything. Legend of Korra is the only platinum game you can't complete. Yep, it was delisted, and it delisted pretty quickly. I think it was only available for a few years. And it's really unfortunate, because again, it's not that bad of a game. Okay, so C-3PO door, we might be able to go back and do that. The other player gets taken down. Sometimes you're not on the ground, you're stuck standing on a wall. Have to restart the level. That sounds like an Ubisoft game, even though I know that I don't think that's an Ubisoft game. It kind of sounds, I don't know why I think an Ubisoft. Anyway. Bayonetta, Vanquish, Metal Gear Rising, and Ninja Gaiden 4. Yeah, they made a bunch of those type of games. Alright, so there's an oxygen tank robot driving around for some reason. That's an interesting choice for a robot design. I'm not really sure why you would make one look just like someone's oxygen tank. But, you know what? Maybe there's a market for that in this universe. I don't know. I'm not a robotologist or a salesman. So, I don't know. Maybe there is a market for it. Oh, that's gonna be one of those where it's like you just have to, like, inch stuff along. Transformers game was actually enjoyable. That's good. Hey, get shanked. Any good platinums lately? I've been working on the Sly franchise, and I was gonna start on Sly 3 tonight. That was the original plan, was to start on Sly 3. And then I found out that this got trophies. So obviously this comes first. Easiest platinum games completion is the only one you can't get because it was digital only. If you mean Legend of Korra, then yeah. Because Korra's like a 4 out of 10 in difficulty. It's got a few hard parts to it for sure, but certainly not the hardest game in the world by any means. I'm wondering if I'm actually going to need those studs or not. Possibly. Let me get these others. Nier Automata. Oh, yeah, that's right, they did. That's a really good game. Haven't played a Transformers game since the movie one. I remember the Transformers movie one. That game was a lot of fun. Me and Lizard Guy would screw around in that game a lot all those years ago. That one was fun. And then the Revenge of the Fallen wasn't exactly like a good game. Or, you know, a good movie in any way. But the game was a super rare platinum trophy. It's actually one of my rarest platinum trophies at this point. It wasn't necessarily hard, it was just that it had online that shut down pretty quickly. And it, you know, wasn't a good game. Android's games are published by Ubisoft. Oh, they are. That was only supposed to be a joke before. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Ninja Turtles is apparently 6 out of 10, 65 hours. That's honestly not awful. An online friend who bought Mass Effect on the PC, now EA says he doesn't own it and has to buy it again. And that's digital for you. That's going full digital for you. I don't know if there's any more to the story than that, but if there isn't, then that's a good reason to never go full digital. Alright, Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi. Help me, Ben Kenobi. What can I do with these? Just shake them? Okay, so there's a Dark Force thing over there. We can't do anything about that, obviously. Then there's C-3PO. Can I actually... Okay, I can kill the Jawas, but I think they respawn. They're gonna be a little bit annoying when we get around to the Super Story mode. Well, Episode 1 Super Story is pretty easy. Yeah, Episode 4 Super Story is pretty easy, because it's the shortest one. 5 isn't too bad. 6, again, I've never 100% completed because my disc was broken when I was a kid, and I could never actually finish the game because of it. I got pretty close, though, because I had pretty good times on some of those runs, so... Ooh, there's a mini-kit over there, and we can't have it. I am sad. Yeah, these things are just dicks. They're just like, I'm gonna run halfway across my sandcrawler here just to stun your character and delay you for a few seconds. That's master-level trolling on our part. Actually, Own Transformers movie for 360. Oh, so it has an achievement list? I could imagine that actually being a little bit tough, because that game had like a lot of missions and stuff you had to do, so I could see that potentially being challenging. It's not Ubisoft, it just came out, mind you, talking about Ubisoft. Don't either, honestly, that's all he said on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know if maybe there's more to it or not, but, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I'm hoping there's a little bit more to it than just that. Okay, so what was the point of building this droid? What does he do for me? Apparently nothing. Yeah, these things are just dicks. They just run in and stun your droid and then just walk away. Like, there's no point of it. They have no reason to exist. I don't even know what the point of building that droid was. I guess just studs. Just gotta remember, the levels are less complicated in this time. Now, some of the mini-kits are stupidly well hidden this time around. The levels aren't that complex. And we can go back up there. I need to get that blue stud, though. I do actually need to get as many studs as possible, because we're getting close here. Developers Tech Land didn't get enough time to fix the issues with the game, and Ubisoft said to ship it out, and they'll fix it later, and they never did. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about on par for Ubisoft. Hopefully Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't suck for all the people that actually like that franchise. I don't really care whether it does or not, but for all of you who actually enjoy it, I hope it's good. For your sakes, I hope it's good. So you don't know, since you're on Xbox, when PlayStation Transformers Devastation is one of the rarest. A lot of the Transformers games are fairly rare because I think they always had a lot of online. Yeah, I think they've always had a fairly large amount of online trophies. Either that, or their online was like so short-lived that people couldn't really get a good chance to do them. Because Revenge of the Fallen, I think, went down without notice. I think it's one of those that went down without notice. If I remember correctly. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Is that... Oh, right, you know what, that makes sense, because he's the one that said he can talk to moisture evaporators. So that makes sense, actually. Yeah, I wonder what that achievement list is like for that old Transformers the movie game, because, again, that's a game that me and Lizard Guy played a lot of back in the day, just screwing around and, like, just destroying everything in the city. Devastation has no online, 7 out of 10, and takes 7 playthroughs. Huh. You know what, I bet it's probably just because a lot of, like, kids got it. Well, I'm gonna use Rewind for that, because we have Rewind available. If I ever get into any bad situations. Those games are really good as well. Which ones? If you mean the Transformers games, the original was really good. The original Transformers game was great. I think there were other ones too. Okay, can't do anything with that because it's Dark Force. Can't do anything with that because we don't have a bounty hunter. What can we do with this? Okay. Can I shoot the little thing running around and does that give me a mini kit? Because that's the kind of thing... Again, this game, it's a lot more obscure sometimes what you have to do. Oops. He just T-posed and fell in. Oh, I love this game. We'll see if I keep saying that when I get to the end of it. Of the original Transformers game, having both endings with Megatron and Prime. Yeah, I mean, it was a... I definitely do remember that one being fun. The 2010 one with online. Yeah, like, the original movie game was really good. But then, Revenge of the Fallen, I wasn't really a fan of that as a game. Because there wasn't really an open world to it. You could do a little bit of exploration, but it was mostly just levels. And most of them weren't really all that interesting. There were a few good ones in there, but not very many. Alright, I think if we jump up here, does this collapse? No, it does not. We get to use the force on this, though. Alright, cheapish, you'll get Devastation, Double Stack, Solid. There's a mini kit down there. I think we have to hover up to that other ledge to be able to get to it, though. We'll go to the same house as Bumblebee and just destroy everything, yeah. Cybertron games were good, enjoyed Devastation. I've never actually played any of the Cybertron games. I mean, like, I was never that big of a Transformers kind of kid, so... Never got into it the way I did with other franchises out there. Never had any, like, Transformers toys or anything like that, so... This didn't really... Never really piqued my interest. Not in the way of stuff like, say, Lego. I know that you're supposed... Oh! Can I roll my way? I gotta remember. This game is old and buggy. I might be able to get stuff like that to work, or just janky. Yeah. Okay, then. So, there might be more things that I can get than I thought. Because of that. Yeah, I gotta remember that this game's old, so... You can sometimes pull off some weird stuff like that, some weird tricks. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is something that I don't think has been in any other LEGO game. Well, maybe it was in some of the other old ones. Oh, but I want to show this off so badly because this is something that is going to blow the minds of the younger trophy hunters out here in this group that have never played some of these older LEGO games. I barely remember it, but I remember it. If this is actually what I think it is. It's yep. Double score zones. God, this brings me back. Oh my god, this brings me back. So back in the good old days, this particular game had double score zones, and I think it's the only one that did, unless maybe Indiana Jones and Batman had it. But I don't remember those games as well. Oh man, that's... that is something I haven't seen in decades. You remember that too? God, it's been so long since I've seen that. I'm getting so much nostalgia. And they're gonna be like that again. Okay, do I actually, like... Do these things... Do they do anything? Does killing them actually... I don't think killing them does anything. Maybe it does. But I mean... We're playing the main story right now. We can't really do anything yet. Don't remember Batman or Complete Saga having them. I don't think Complete Saga did. Batman, I don't remember well enough. Indiana Jones, I'm thinking, might have. That's the only one that might have. I have, like, a weird memory that maybe Indiana Jones, the original, had them. I could be completely wrong, though. Again, it's been so long since I played it, I legitimately have no idea. Alright, so that is a vehicle we can drive. There's a lot of mini-kits and stuff out there. But I don't think I can actually get to any of them. in story mode. At least not over there. I might be able to get to some of these over here. Wow, I'm doing terrible at this. So that at least gets them a bridge. Let me look around and see if there is anything else out here that I can... There's probably something here. So that's Shiny Silver up there. Nothing I can do about Shiny Silver. Why is this one R2-D2? I thought only C-3PO could talk to moisture evaporators. The first Star Wars game on the PS2 did. It might have. Honestly, it might have. Again, I legitimately don't remember. It may very well have. I don't lie, you don't remember Indiana Jones. That was actually the second LEGO game I ever 100%ed. Wow. A few studs. Thanks for digging deep here, game. Yeah, that was the second one I ever 100%ed, because I 100%ed the original several times. Like I said before, was never able to 100% LEGO Star Wars 2 because of a broken disc. I don't think I ever 100%ed LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga just because there was so much other stuff you had to do. LEGO Batman, never quite 100%ed it because I wasn't interested enough in it. LEGO Batman and Indiana Jones never had it. Okay, so I think we're all in a common consensus that it was probably only this game and maybe like the original LEGO Star Wars. Unless there's a modern game that had it, but it doesn't sound like there was. Yeah, so everything else up there, I don't think we can do. Maybe that one at the very back? But honestly, we gotta... All this other stuff, shiny silver and stuff anyway, there's no point. So, let's just finish off the story as quickly as we can. Remember, you could make the animals poop. Yep, I remember that. I think you could turn the poop into studs with an extra as well. Alright, level 2 done. God, this brings back memories. I said, this just absolutely brings back so many freaking memories. Yep, you can, yeah. Alright, you're back, sweet. We just finished the second level. Oh, well, we just murdered C-3PO and broke the entire Star Wars timeline. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. But otherwise, haven't had any real chance to work on, like, the Thrillville video. Been a little bit busy for that. I hope that music in the background isn't copyrighted. Because I turned off the main theme song, but obviously a game like this isn't going to have some kind of streamer mode to it. Alright, got 4 pieces of the mini-kit. Was able to emulate the LEGO figures. Nice! That should save some money then. Alright, let's head back to the Cantina real quick. The Cantina. The Cantina. So I had to skip out on Platinuming Sonic Frontiers. Game looked kind of mess. I might do the Outer Worlds. A game I still need to do. Alright, we are 5% of the way through our game and our Platinum Trophy. Because almost every trophy is tied to the 100%. So we is about a whole 5% of the way through. Let's buy all the hints and just knock out a quick trophy. They're all cheap. Yep. Easy peasy. We could buy various troopers. There's not really a point of that right now, though. Extra toggle is only 30,000. Oh, I'm tempted. That's actually kind of tempting. They didn't even call them red bricks. They called them power bricks. I don't even remember that. Oh, man. That is... Oh, my God, this game is old. This game is old. I bought the NFC chip, simulated them to specific characters, and they actually worked. Not sure how it'll work for the DLC. I'll always have to check it out. Yeah, let me know about that, because that would be a far cheaper way to do the DLC. I don't mind buying, like, the pad and whatever for the base game, because that's at least a nice collectible item. And it's only one set that wouldn't be horrendously overly expensive. So this is the outside of the cantina. It's pretty bare bones. For those who don't know, this is the hub world. This is the hub world for the original second LEGO Star Wars game. Not the original LEGO Star Wars game, the second LEGO Star Wars. It is this simple. There's nothing to find out here. There's studs you can get, and there's stuff you can build. But there are no mini kits or red bricks or gold bricks or anything out here in the open world. It's just this, a little bit of exploration. And it's actually slightly more complicated than the one in the original LEGO Star Wars, which is kind of hard to believe. Now this is a secret... Oh! I didn't think we got this till we finished the story. Oh, I didn't know we got this yet. Is this the PSP version? I swear I don't remember this. I thought there were bounty hunter missions. Okay, now I'm confused. Are there not bounty hunter missions? And it's just the main story and those 3 bonuses? Does that take you outside? Yep, that takes you back outside. Episode 6. Yeah, just open up all the shades, that's fine. And that's a... Are there seriously no bounty hunter missions? Was that seriously like the next one? Or am I actually playing the PS2 version of the game? Or the PSP version of the game, I mean. It's gotta be the PSP version. It's gotta be. As I swear I remember some sort of bounty hunter missions. Am I going crazy? Is my brain fried? Am I wrong on that? Or is my brain just completely fried? I honestly don't know. Anyway. Outer World's easy platinum, but for some reason the platinum's pretty rare. It's time-consuming. Speaking of older stuff, you were cleaning out your grandpa's old house, found a PS1, 2 controllers, 4 memory cards, old NCAA... Man, that's a gold mine. Yeah, that's a gold mine. The character codes, even in Discord server, don't know how that'll last. Everything happens to the servers, could sell all the required stuff. If I ever decide it's something I want to do, and we're starting random fights. Yeah, we can't do a whole lot of random fights yet because we don't have a lot of characters unlocked. So, once you complete about half the game, you get enough characters to where you can really just, like, dick around in the cantina and in Dexter's Diner in the original game and have a lot of fun with it. I used to spend plenty of time screwing around in the original LEGO Star Wars just starting fights out there. Because out there, like, certain characters, if you even just played as them outside, would immediately get picked on and forced into fights. Like, you played as, like, Boba Fett and a few other characters, you were, like, guaranteed to immediately... Or Jango Fett. You were basically immediately forced into fighting. Oh, the good old days. The absolute good old days. I actually do wonder how long LEGO Star Wars 1 would take to platinum if we get a trophy list for it someday and it comes out here. Thinking maybe the PSP version. Silent Hill 1 complete is like $200. Damn, yeah, that's nice. I bet someday we get a remake of Silent Hill 1. I'd be very surprised if we don't. You know, one that actually, you know, has, like, good controls and stuff. I am not looking forward, though, to if you have to do a 10-star run in that game. Because 10 stars in that game is equally absurd in other ways as the one in the original Silent Hill 2. It's equally as absurd, but in different ways. Different levels of absurdity. Because you're allowed to heal as much as you want, but the time limit is insanely tight. You can't pause to stop the timer. You actually have to be accurate with all of your shots, and you have to get way more kills in the original Silent Hill. Or I won't overcharge since they're just emulated stuff. Okay, I mean, it sounds good if I ever decide to go that route. Thinking maybe a PSP version. The guide says it takes 45 hours. I believe it's going to take much longer. Well, you can sort of cheat the second playthrough, because you're supposed to do 2 playthroughs. One where you do pretty much everything, and then a run where you do it on the highest difficulty. But you can cheat the highest difficulty. Well, not cheat it, but people have found speedrun strategies to beat the highest difficulty as an idiot character in like half an hour. Bounty Hunter door, nothing we can do about that. Okay, yeah, it must be the PSP version, because I swear I remember there being Bounty Hunter missions. And little secret here, I think. Somewhere in this street there is a vent you can uncover by driving around in the speeder. Oh, there it is. Well, it's only a blue stud, so it's not all that important. Okay, so if there's no Bounty Hunter missions, actually, then this version's probably a little easier than the PS2 version. Because, I mean, the Bounty Hunter missions weren't, like, super hard or anything. But, I mean, they were timed objectives. I feel like there might have been even more to them than just that. Maybe a collectible in them or something as well. Throwing like $5. Okay, sounds good. I mean, I might be interested at some point, but that would have to be in the far future, because I thought I was going to get a bit of a break from LEGO games. I was planning on having just a little bit of a break from LEGO games after finishing the Skywalker saga and its 80-hour grind, even though I loved it. And then this comes up out of absolutely nowhere. So naturally, I'm playing this. Is Complete Saga available on PS3 in any way, or... No, I think it's on PS3. Is it available through streaming at all? Because if so, it could get trophies at some point. This level, you remember it as you feel old. God, I feel old playing this, but I had so many memories of this game. And especially that original one. Dark Force, we can't do anything about Dark Force right now. God, I don't think you get a Dark Force character until actually pretty late in this game. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's a... I don't think you get one until a lot later than you do in some of the other ones. It's like the original LEGO Star Wars, you had every character you needed by the time you finished the first movie. So in reality, it wasn't really that much to worry about. You could literally have everything you needed by the end of the first movie. Because there weren't that many different types of characters. You had High Jump that you could get from Jar Jar, any blaster character for Ascension guns, any Jedi. There were, you know, a million Jedi you could play as. Dark Force, you get Darth Maul. You'd have to purchase him at the end of it. Both C-3PO and R2-D2, obviously easy to get. And small character with little Anakin. So, like, that game... Oh, that's a secret if I've ever seen. Or graphical glitch. One or the other. Hey, we got all the carrots. Okay, so there is a thing there. So lost Fallout 4 for the first 20 hours into the PS3 version first, and then have to get the PS4 version in the future. On Fallout 4 it took 120 hours, and the guide says it takes 60. Yeah, like, if you've never played a Fallout game before, it's not... What is that? Oh, okay. I'll read his messages later. It shouldn't be taking a while to get it done, yeah. Need to break yourself from Lego Marvel 2 and that trophy bugging out. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you there. You got really screwed over by that. Okay, good. The speeder's still here. Okay, so I think that... Again, I think there's like a vent or something right here. And it's like, again, with this game... a lot of the stuff is definitely harder to figure out. Is there not one here? Is there seriously... Am I wrong on that? I might be. Maybe there's something else. Do you need to break the shiny metal? Because, like, it spawns right up here, so... It's, like, right here. Does R2 hovering over it do anything? No. Maybe I need something else. I mean, it's not that big a deal, because, again, like, we're going to be replaying every level to get everything later anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Huh. I don't actually know what to do about that. Well, you know what? I'll figure it out later. Let's just keep moving through the story here. I think that Gonk droid was stuck in the staircase, so that was a good job by him. Probably a good way to avoid being killed by an Imperial by trapping yourself in a staircase for all of eternity. So lost with it for the first 20 hours. I mean, I spent a lot of time on the game back when it came out and just, like, messing around with playing it. It was like Fallout 4 was the biggest game at the time. Fallout 76, I think, is bigger technically now. And, you know, I really didn't spend that much time on Fosnocht Week this year like I normally do. And it's kind of sad because it was actually some pretty good rewards this year. There was a lot of new stuff this year. Yeah, there was actually a lot of, like, new rewards this year that I don't remember ever really seeing in the past. There were some good ones. Some good new masks, the player title emblems, or whatever they're... Titles, that's what they're called. Looks like they've been doing a lot more with, like, stuff you can put in your camps. There's some pretty insane stuff now you can put in the camps. Okay, so we could go through there if we had a Stormtrooper. I think that gives you a mini-kit. But I'm not sure. What did C-3PO ever do to you? No, seriously, what the heck did he ever do to you? To warrant being killed like that in cold blood. Well, then again, he did help steal the Death Star plan, so to you that's probably capital crime, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, that... I can't remember how we get rid of that. If we need, like, a cannon or another speeder or something... Oh, wait, I remember now. We get an ATST of our own. Obi-Wan, how did you survive the Great Jedi Purge if you can't block, like, 3 shots from, like, 3 Stormtroopers? Come on. Come on now, man. You survived the Jedi Purge, and now you can't kill, like, 4 Stormtroopers. Who are known for having terrible aim. Alright, is that something... we need to build like a... No, wait, actually R2 can hover. Duh. No. R2 can hover. Didn't bug, you would have finished a lot less time. 168 hours. That's awful for a LEGO game. Just got the NES Ninja Gaiden from that trip. Oh, nice! Haven't price checked everything, but I have memory Silent Hill 1 is the most valuable. Because I guess that was really before Silent Hill became so well known. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, Silent Hill 1's a good game overall, but it's also old, janky, very difficult to play in the modern day. and was not really all that well known compared to Silent Hill 2. I think the original Silent Hill got pretty heavily outclassed by Resident Evil at the time. And is that a ramp up? Let me guess, that means we need C-3PO here. Am I correct? I am very much correct. More junk! These people, it's like Storage Wars. These people store all sorts of random junk. Except that it's not staged like Storage Wars probably is. Okay, so is that... Yep, that is all the parts. We get our own ATST. And we're going to use it to blow up the wall from behind us, not just this one. Because... Oh, there's a mini-kit there. Okay, then. I didn't realize that was there. Again, I don't necessarily remember everything with this game. Ow. He stepped on me. Unfortunately, it isn't the vampire lady from Resident Evil 8 that everyone joked about that. I still need to play that at some point. Even though I don't... I mean, I do want to. But, like, at the same time, I'm not in any major hurry to do it. It has been a while, though, since I've done a Resident Evil game. Like, last one I did would have been... What? Probably Resident Evil 4, the other version of it, the PS4 version of it. Which, I mean, that wasn't that long ago. I do remember that there is one up there on top of that bridge that we can get. And there is one back here that we can get. Ooh, I might have screwed up the double score zone a bit here by not picking up everything. Alright, so we need to get the speeder into here. We'll do that here in a second. We decide to do another LEGO game. Might do Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Indiana Jones 2. Oh yeah, do one of the shorter ones to get a break from the long ones. As I said, I don't think this is going to be like a super long one. I think this is going to be probably at most 20 hours. Especially without the Bounty Hunter missions. I think that's going to cut out a little bit of time for sure. I don't remember what those challenges are, though. That might be different, actually, from what was on the PS2 version. So, I don't know what those are going to be like. If that is different. Okay, easy mini-kit. Okay, next thing we want to do. Get them out of the way. We're going to go grab the speeder. And we're going to take it to the speeder wash. Does this do anything for me? Nope, just hurts me. I guess you could do that maybe if you didn't have the... I'm in a wall. Someone stole my ATST. Get the live PD show on the phone. Someone done did stole my ATST. No, I'm on patrol live now, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that one. I'm assuming maybe you can only get in free play. Which is fine. I mean, we're effectively going to be playing every level 3 times. Once for story, once for cleanup, and once for super story. Which is the harder part. Mark Hamill, help at the car wash. Grandpa, you got NES with stuff like Tetris, Ninja Gaiden, Mario, about 20 other games, PS2 with like 10 random games, and Vice City, GTA, PS1. Nice! Got a lot of PS3 LEGO games bought from shop a while ago. Did that actually do anything? I wasn't actually looking. Okay, I guess it did something. I wasn't actually looking at the screen, so... I'm assuming it did something. with most 360 LEGO games. Just haven't touched them. LEGO Undercover PS3 doesn't have a separate list. Oh, yeah, I've heard, I think it was Ghost and Killer that were complaining about that one at some point. For apparently good reason. I'm gonna have to possibly play that at some point. I mean, I don't have to play, because I never started it, so I don't actually have to play it, but... if I ever wanted to do most of the LEGO games, I might not have a choice. Can you quit stealing my ATST? Like, that's not very nice of you, sir. Okay, so what happens now that I have the speeder like this? Does this make it so I can go... You can wash it again? Why? Does that do anything? Like, what's the point of that? Now that it's clean, does it do something else? Like, does it blow the air better or something? I don't know. Again, this game's got some obscurities that might actually be a possibility, believe it or not. Okay, yeah, that one we don't care about. No? That doesn't seem to be the solution either. Huh, well, you know... It's probably... I don't know what I'm missing. It's probably something really obvious. I'm gonna feel really stupid when I don't figure it out. Heard the news The Last of Us Part 3 isn't happening. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's true. It's probably for the better. Last of Us Part 1 is still an incredible game, but... Part 2, could have done without from what I've heard. Now, to be fair, I haven't actually played it, but I don't feel like I really need to play it. So I've seen, like, the videos and everything. I've seen all the criticisms of it. I don't think I'd find it to be particularly enjoyable if I did. Plus, it added in grounded mode and permadeath trophies. And yeah, I know it's not true permadeath Wolfenstein style, but permadeath is still permadeath, and it's not something that I want to suffer through right now. Oh, wait, that's an Ascension gun. That is an Ascension gun point. Where is the buildable material for that? It's apparently not... Oh, I bet it's... Yeah, it's these metal things. I can't do anything about that, I bet. Fine, we'll get it in free play. Not a big deal. Alright, blow up everything here. We're actually having some trouble with the stud goal this time, because I might have missed out on some in the double score zone. Not to mention, found a copy of Skylanders Imaginators PS4. Glad you finally found it. Nice, nice. Uh-oh. Ship-to-ship battle. I mean, it wasn't much of a battle, but... Stormtrooper's just gonna run away. It'd be fun if you could play this in co-op and just both of you were in the ATSTs. Just, like, absolutely wiping everything out. Oh, that'd be fun. I wonder... Can anyone confirm to me whether or not you can play these versions of the LEGO games in co-op? Like, if they're streamed like this? Not that I'm going to do that anytime soon or anything, but I'm just curious to know if it's actually, like, a thing you can do, in all honesty. Because that could be an idea for me and Lizard Guy to stream at some point, if you could actually... I assume you can. But at the same time, if it's the PSP version, then I don't know. Yeah, that is a bit of a mystery, actually. Because, yeah, if it's the PSP version, I don't know. Droids can't come through, of course. No droids allowed. Does Luke have to shoot it? Yes. There we go. Easy enough. Probably no exaggeration, sitting on like 30 to 50 easy completions from 360. I guess I got the glitch you did, the boulder that refused to break. If you do play Undercover, All Heroes 2 can help out a little. I mean, Undercover I might play. Marvel, I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Now that's just cruel because Obi-Wan didn't kill him in the movie, he just cut off his arm. He didn't straight up kill him like that. God, Lego is Lego going a little hard today. Who shot first? Who shot first? I don't know because I wasn't really watching the cutscene because I've seen the movie a million times. Who shot first, though? The greatest question ever. Oh, you can start a fight in here. Sort of. It's not as exciting as Skywalker Saga. Or if you just do it in the actual open world. You can get some ridiculous stuff in the open world. You can get like 30 or 40 people fighting in the open world if you have all the characters unlocked. It's a good time. I don't know where he came from. Oh. Yeah, when you're out in the open world, you can get a lot of characters fighting. Okay, so we can't do anything about that because it's behind a thing, so... Screw that, let's just keep moving. Not excited for Marvel Heroes 2 and Skywalker. It's funny, like, Mayor Hairbear, I just saw one of his tweets. He was talking about, like, Power Wash Simulator. Oh yeah, the Imperial Spy, I forgot he's a thing that exists. And he's like the worst character in the game. But apparently he has some super secret ability that like one video ever has showed off. It's a real ability. It's just no one like knows about it because I guess it's useless and no one ever uses him as a character. But like he was talking about like the grind to Power Wash Simulator. And it's like Skywalker Saga to me, I fully understand why trophy hunters don't like it. Most people playing, like, casually like it, but completionists and, you know, trophy hunters certainly don't. And I fully understand why, because, I mean, it's an 80-hour completion. It is a very long completion. Which way am I supposed to go? Does it matter? Hang on. Huh, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's just... Well, there's a bounty hunter door up there, but there's nothing I can do about that anyway, so... That doesn't actually matter. But yeah, like... With Skywalker Saga, it's usually like most people love the playing of the game. They hate the completionist aspect of it, and the 100%ing and getting all the trophies in it. And as I've told other people, I think I'm really, like, one of the few people that actually, like, legitimately really enjoyed that game, including the grind. Because, yeah, it's a grind. I'm not going to deny that in the slightest. It is a very time-consuming grind. But it was a grind that I honestly had a whole lot of fun with. Because, I mean, I love the source material. Or at least I'm more used to, but even so. Love the source material, grew up on it. So, getting to play through all that was a lot of fun. And in all honesty, I don't necessarily mind stuff that's super grindy. In some cases, grindy is better than, you know, other scenarios that you might get. It's fine if you don't, but if you do the race trophy bugs out, try what you did by pinning it. Okay. Power Wash officially getting to the level too much DLC. Yeah, it's got over 100 trophies now. It's at over 100, so eventually they're going to have to make some changes, probably. I mean, again, I have a soft spot for Power Wash Simulator. I have a lot of enjoyment out of that franchise, or franchise. It's not a freaking franchise, Zach. It's a game. I have a lot of enjoyment out of that game. And its DLCs. And I didn't care particularly for the Warhammer DLC. But for the most part, the DLCs are very enjoyable. A majority of the game was pretty enjoyable. It's a very relaxing game. It's like free therapy, or at the very least, highly discounted therapy over real therapy. "25 challenges that need done in the hub world as well. That was a drag." Oh, yeah. Hate Skywalker, the 1,000 Kyber. It's a lot. And 1,000 actually isn't all of them. It's actually 1,200. 1,000 gets you an achievement trophy, but there's actually 1,200 of them. But again, like, I know that I'm definitely in a minority when I say this, but I had a lot of fun with the game. Even doing it twice, I actually really enjoyed it. Which, again, I know is not a popular opinion, and I fully understand that. C-3PO door, we'll do that later. And it was also good for streaming. Like, it was just something, you know, simple, casual, I could just pop on a stream for, you know, get to chill out, talk to people, make trophy progress. Or at least just in-game completion progress, pretty much no matter what. So it was perfect for streaming. Especially on, like, more stressful days and such. You can just go home, sit around, play that game, stream it, get views in, talk to people, have fun with that, and, you know, make trophy progress, and, you know, slowly get there. 2 hours a day for 40 days, you got your platinum. If you don't play anything else during that time period, or only play 2 hours a day. Whatever you end up doing. And Power Wash is sort of the same thing, but it doesn't take as long. Power Wash is like 40 hours. For the Platinum, not counting the DLC. That's the same thing, you know, just come home, chill out, relax by washing things, as stupid as that may sound. It's a good time. We are cutting it a little bit close, but I think there's another area. It's a short area with the Falcon in it. Nothing we can do about that, though. That is Dark Force, so nothing we can do about that. And does that exist just... I guess it's just for that. Or to get up to that ledge. The movie theater in here is a double stud area. It's a really good way to get extra. But we can't do that. Because, well, we are not a droid, unfortunately. Being a droid's got to be such a nice, carefree life. I don't know if it is or not. It's probably terrible. Yeah, because, I mean, some of the droids are like slaves in this universe, so it's probably... It is actually probably pretty terrible. So I'll be doing a partial playthrough so you can complete the challenge that bugged on you. Undercover is fun but buggy. Look, there was a cheat to unlock a character. Oh, that's nice then. Oh, we got the Indiana Jones outfit. I wonder if we'll ever get that one. Well, then again, if it... I don't know if it came out on the PSP or not. Because apparently we can only get the PSP versions of good games, and we get the PS2 versions of games that either no one's ever heard of or no one actually wanted. Like that random Indiana Jones game. We got the PS2 version of it. But we can't get the PS2 version of something like this or Thrillville. You know, things that people actually would like to do. I'm going to go back to Power Wash if they ever stop adding DLC. I feel like they'll eventually stop adding on the old generation, so the PS4. Eventually they're going to have to stop adding there. I don't know when or if they're going to stop on the PS5. Probably only if they made a sequel. Maybe then they would stop. I could see that maybe, like, maybe if they made a sequel they would stop. Because then they'd be, you know, making levels for a new game. But they honestly may never make a sequel. They might not need one. Because they can just keep doing DLC. It might just be more profitable for them to just keep making DLC. I think one thing I was going to mention earlier that I got sidetracked on is that with this game, the Xbox achievements list for this game is one of the hardest LEGO completions out there. Not even joking. Like, a big chunk of it is just 100%ing the game, the things you come to expect from a LEGO game. Oh man, I'm gonna miss out on the stud goal. Great, so I'm probably gonna have to replay this level in story mode to be able to get it, aren't I? That sucks. I mean, obviously it's easy with a multiplier, but still. It means replaying it, which means burning time that I could be using to play other games. Whatever. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. It's also PS5 version of The Outer Worlds. You have to own the PS4 version and the DLCs to get the PS5 version. I definitely need to do that at some point then. Have I not hit the spy once? Apparently I haven't. There we go. Finally got a hit in on him. 2 hits. There we go. That's better. Now we're actually starting to do something. There we go. He just dies. The end. It's not free either. Pay $10. That's how a lot of games are when they upgrade, so it's not that surprising. I actually missed the stud goal, so I guess I'm coming back to this in story mode. Might just wait, though, until I get the stud multiplier. Well, obviously I'll wait till I get the stud multipliers. There's no point in not doing that. She was happy to get Mr. Miss Squeet, since you haven't played since you were children. I still gotta play that at some point. I think they just finally released trophy guides for it, didn't they? Got killed on the boss fight, but managed to get 1 trophy, beat the actual Easter egg, still get 4 bows in a single game, and then the 3-player Ragnarok revive. Yep. Again, with Black Ops 3's DLCs, I got carried through like 80% of it. I did a good chunk of Zombies Chronicles on my own. And I did a good chunk of Revelations on my own. But the rest of it I didn't. Okay, we'll just come back here later once I can get the red brick for it. It's not a big deal. 2026 COD game, which is rumored to be Modern Warfare 4, will only be on PS5. So, 2026 we have to wait for. This year's game, which maybe Black Ops 7 will get both. Why would they release... You know, I gotta wonder that. Why would you release Black Ops 7 when Black Ops 6 is getting dragged by the community? The community is not happy with Black Ops 6 at all. Like, why would you do that 2 years in a row? Like, yeah, the campaign was good, and the zombies is still decent, but the multiplayer's trash, and it's dying as a game already. Warzone's broken beyond playability. Zombies all the time, so no, most of the Easter egg gotcha. Yeah, I got completely carried through most of that game on PS4. Through the zombies, the DLC. I did all the single-player stuff, all of the base game Platinum Trophy, pretty much on my own. I did all the base game Zombies trophies on my own because, honestly, they're pretty easy. Speaking of COD, unless something goes on sale, COD Classic is your next COD completion. Okay. Well, at least that's one that you never have to worry about going unobtainable. Just be ready to get frustrated, is what I'm going to say. Because it will happen. No matter how... I know you're better at games than a lot of us are, but I promise you there's going to be a few parts where you're going to get frustrated with that one. Just because of the way it's designed. The health pack system, the fact you don't get checkpoints if you have too low of health. It is an adventure. And not necessarily the good kind of adventure. It's not the kind of adventure where you go explore Big Ben and the Eiffel Tower and all that stuff in Europe. It's the kind of adventure where you go into the woods with your scoutmaster and get molested. It is about the kind of adventure I would expect from it. Okay. We're gonna need helmets here. But first... Apparently, if the return of Verdansk on Warzone doesn't perform well, they may soon scrap it. I wouldn't be mad about that. At all. Be fair, every COD game gets dragged. Haven't heard of a COD game that wasn't... I mean, yeah, that's true, but, like, nowadays, I honestly just... I feel like it's getting more and more hated than ever. So now we just need to drop 10 stormtroopers into the pit. I think the pilots count as well. I almost feel sorry for them. They're just Lego minifigures. They didn't hurt anybody. Maybe they hurt my other Lego minifigure friends, but they're just minifigures. They're not human. They're basically space Nazis, so you know what? Whatever. Let's get that mini kit. Got it. God, been getting dragged since like Infinite Warfare. Honestly, I think it's more nowadays, though, than it used to be. I feel like it's hated more now than it was then, because, like, Infinite Warfare actually turned out to be a pretty good game. Something you're never going to do. Doubt it, really. Don't get frustrated. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, you've done some other really hard games, but I will say that one... I didn't break a controller or anything while playing it, I will say that. Nothing broken or anything like that, but it is a rather annoying game to play through. And, like, is it the hardest game I've ever played? I don't know if I'd say that. Like, campaign-wise, it's up there. But I'd say Killzone 2 was probably a harder platinum, if I had to say anything. Killzone 2 definitely felt like a harder overall platinum. But that's partially because the game had a lot of multiplayer, which Classic doesn't. Killzone 2 on Elite was no joke back in the day, plus all the multiplayer crap you had to do, which realistically wasn't that bad at the time that I did it, because hardly anyone really played the game, so it was easy to boost it. Okay, so what is in here? Is it anything of actual value? It's the same problem every year. People on day one talk about how great it is. Mini kit, thank you, game. R2, let's let you hack into this for me. Thank you, buddy. And I mean, I wanted Black Ops 6 to be good, and honestly, again, I think the campaign was good. I think the zombies was good. Overall. It's just the multiplayer was unplayable trash. I need to go get more sparkling water soon. I think I'm on my last 12-pack of it. Because again, I'm that weird person that drinks sparkling water. Whenever I end up doing like a Bug Snacks video where I just rank all the snacks by taste, I'm gonna piss so many people off when I put not Dr. Sodi, when I put La Sodieu in the top like 5. That's gonna make so many people mad. Oh, and I'm living for it. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Well, there goes the helmets. I mean, there's more helmets up here, so it's not a big deal, but still. Does the mouse droid count for anything? No, it's not like it is in the newer ones. Okay, before we go any further, there's something back here. Supposedly COD 2 is worse. I think it kind of depends. Is there... I thought you could go out here. Is it in the other hallway? I don't know. Figure it out later. Like, COD 2 is brutal at times, but you can heal. Is the big thing. Okay, don't know what to do there. Whereas with COD Classic, the grenade spam isn't as obnoxious as it is in COD 2, and there's very few infinite enemy spawn points in the original Call of Duty. It's very rare. Ooh, we gotta save Ben! So yeah, those two things aren't really a major issue. The problem is, again, that in Call of Duty 1, you can only take about 2 to 3 hits per mission. Take any more than that, you're going to end up dying. And you don't get checkpoints if you have too low of health. So oftentimes you just about have to beat missions without taking a single hit. In a number of cases, or no more than like 1 hit. And the game actually understand R2-D2 panel. I thought that was a Stormtrooper panel. Apparently not. And then, like, the game takes into account... Well, obviously you can get over there. I guess I just can't do that right now. What weapons are being used? So, like, if you get punched or hit by a pistol, it'll only take a little bit of health. As soon as one of them hits you with a Car 98K, you lose 80% of your health pretty much right there. And that was a very common weapon at the time. So they actually take stuff like that into account, which is very surprising, but they do. Though, thankfully, your weapons tend to be quite powerful as well. You know, BAR is a 1 or 2 hit kill on every enemy when you use it. But it is an experience. It'll put some hair on your chest. I say that, but you've done way harder games than most of us have, so it probably means nothing to say it. Okay, well, we're coming back here to get a... Oh, let me kill him first. Force door. Nothing we can do about that. Let's go back. Don't think anyone is ever fully satisfied with COD games since Black Ops 2. And yeah, I mean, that one's completely hacked beyond playability. I don't know if the Xbox version plays better. It might. Like, they might have actually fixed it, because I think they did try to fix some of the Xbox versions. Water tastes different to me. It does. I can taste the differences between different waters. Filtered water versus just like tap water. It's like Brita filtered water versus just like tap water and stuff. It tastes different. Does that mouse droid have anything in him? Apparently not. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to waste our helmets again, because we are going to have to speed run this movie here later on. Super stories are one of the hardest parts of the game, just because they're speed runs, so they're a little bit stressful. They're not the hardest speed runs in the world, but they're definitely a little bit up there. It's like a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 in difficulty. I mean, for me, Classic was a solid 8. Which is where I would have put Killzone 2. But for you, it might be like a 5. Because again, you do way harder games than any of us do for the most part. Well, someone died. Okay, you know what? We're good. We're good. Okay, can't get to that mini kit right now. I think we need to hover over there. I'm assuming that's what we have to do. We'll worry about free play later. For now, it's just story. Okay, I guess those stormtroopers don't care that I'm just shooting the place up. Oh, that was a mini kit? Okay, I'm not gonna complain. I didn't know that was a mini kit. Oh, great. A Stormtrooper panel. We have no Stormtroopers. When you do COD Classic, seems like something you're not skilled enough to do. No, you did Wolfenstein 2. COD Classic is easier than Wolfenstein 2. Don't worry. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 is far harder than COD Classic. Because it's not even permadeath, and it's only mission by mission, pretty much. And most of the missions are pretty short. Outside of a handful of them, like the dam, most of the missions are pretty short. And as long as you don't take too much damage, you still get checkpoints, which is nice. Don't taste any difference. You can tell the difference. Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference. But I also, like, admittedly, I drink more water by far than the average human. Especially in America. I definitely drink more water than most people do. Okay, so these elevators lead to something. Let me make sure no one else can spawn in behind me. We're good. Okay, so... Yep. I think this is a hot tub party. Can't imagine playing a game like that without stealth. I mean, there's also a limited number of enemies. It's the Stormtrooper pool party! Hey guys. Now it's 7 men naked in a hot tub. That's even better than 2 men naked in a hot tub. I'm just gonna sit here and chill out for a second. Except I can't actually sit down. I feel like I could make so many more, way more offensive jokes on this, probably, if I wanted to. Oh, it's hilarious. It's a classic moment. What does that do? Oh, it's a shower. Is that what that is, a shower? It sure is. Does anyone actually shower before or after going in the pool? Is that actually a thing that people do? I sure as hell have never done that. I don't see why you would. Seems pointless. Like, yeah, the water's got chlorine in it. I get that, but still, like, I don't know. I just think that's really dumb. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a mini-kit in there that I missed, but you know what? We'll figure that out later. Okay, nothing we can do about that because it requires the Force. Should drink more water, suffered heavily on World at War, certain missions found easier than other people did. Oh, Mayo. You don't. Yeah, like, I know because you can always find, like, a shower at, like, a YMCA and stuff like that, and, like, I just don't really understand why people would do it. And also, those showers are usually freaking nasty. Just, like, full of trash and hair. Usually, it's just gross. Probably get dirtier going in the damn shower than you do taking one. Okay, nothing else in here. Oh, where does this go? Oh, I remember this. This is a mini kit. I'm a stand-up kind of guy. 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 That's gonna forever be Battlefield's probably most well-known meme, honestly. And not necessarily for a good reason. I mean, I just think about it. Anytime there's ever any sort of, like, anti-aircraft segment or spacecraft segment, it's just a thing. It's just a thing I always think of now. Can't avoid thinking of it. That part was almost traumatic. It was so annoying to go through in that game. One of the most annoying parts of Battlefield 1. Also, I think the shots just kind of go wherever they want to. And that doesn't always mean that they're going at the enemies that I'm aiming at. I think they sometimes just fly off into random places. Wait. It's not a mini-kit? It's not a mini-kit? Really? I thought that was a mini-kit. I mean, I'll take the studs, don't get me wrong, but I thought that was a mini-kit. Oh, you know what? Hang on. There's another one over here. I assume it's the same place, but let me just double check. I assume it's the same? Let me make sure, though. Yeah, it is. Okay. See, the problem with COD Classic is how common it is. Yeah, that's fair. That is something I understand because it's like... It's that difficult, but it's one of the most common Call of Duty Platinums. Because it's all single player, and because back when it came out, I think there was an exploit that allowed you to do Veteran without actually beating the entire... I think you only had to beat the final mission on Veteran when the game first came out. Like, there was an exploit you could do for it. And the final mission is actually one of the easiest missions in the game. Okay, so I think that Leia is in this one on the right here, so I don't want to go in there just yet. I want to see what's going on at the end of the hallway first. Oh, they're both locked down by R2. Okay. So there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and rescue Leia. That'll take us to Mission 5. I have no reason to do hard games. Don't care about having rarity. Hard games, just enjoy most of them. I mean, for me it kind of depends. Like, some games I don't want them to be, like, too easy or anything. And I don't always... This is probably going to be very surprising to a lot of people, but I don't always play games on the easiest difficulty when I have the chance. Like Spider-Man, I think I played on the second easiest difficulty. Ghost of Tsushima, I played on a higher difficulty. Not the highest difficulty, though. Didn't do it on the highest difficulty. So, I mean, sometimes I do play games on the higher difficulties. Or like God of War, I didn't play it on the easiest difficulty, except for the Valkyrie Queen, because I wasn't about to spend 20 hours suffering through that, because that's probably how long it would have taken me, because I'm not good at that kind of game. Only two hard games you hated were Back 4 Blood and Evil Within. Isn't Back 4 Blood almost more of a grind than anything else, though? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's hard, but, like, I feel like that one's a huge grind as well. Evil Within, of course, is, yeah, Kumo mode. Yeah, I can see that being annoying. Advanced Warfare's PS3 version. Yeah, and it's just because of the whole Call of Duty's played for multiplayer, whereas COD Classic was only ever really played for the single player, because that was all we ever really had on PlayStation. Need to buy the DLC for The Division 1. I assume the game had a season pass back in the day. Honestly, it's been so long, I don't know. I assume it had a season pass, though, that you had to buy for the DLCs. Cold War's PS4 version being your rarest COD Platinum. Thankful that version will continue to get more rare. That's true. And, like, Black Ops 2 should continue to get rarer. I would think it will. Because, like, Black Ops 2 is, like, down to maybe a... What? Like a 1.07? Infinite Warfare is like a 1.15-ish. Okay, nothing we can do about a C-3PO door right now, so let's just kill enemies. Oh, the Sarlacc keeps making sounds, so that's wonderful. That's shiny silver. Of course it is. He's gonna kill me while that was rude. Sir, I would like a new hat, and Poofesher would not be happy at you interrupting me getting my new hat. Because I want a new hat. God, I honestly almost want a 3DS with the British version of that game just purely for that game. If I could get a 3DS for cheap, for like super cheap, that would 100% be worthwhile. I could mess around with that and have a lot of fun with that game. Oh, okay. That's what Adam probably is going to fall into when he goes to prison. That's probably going to be Adam's first day in prison right there. For being honest. Except just change the color scheme a little bit. I was not expecting that. Okay, so that's a platform we can move around. Is there something... maybe there is? Oh, there isn't. Oh, okay then. Well, never mind. It's Cold War's PS4 for... Okay, yeah, read that one. Yeah, it's a grind, but also a 9 out of 10 for DLC. Oh, okay, gotcha. It does have a season pass, but thought they would also sell... Yeah, I would have thought so too. I don't know. I mean, it's been nearly 10 years since I bought all that. So that game came out in 2016, and I bought everything, like, right when it came out. Cold War's rarity went from 1.96 to 1.89, and No Hope Act 6 glitched on you. Well, that sucks, and at least that's getting rarer. Watch Snam do No Hope difficulty. It didn't look fun. Did I watch... I probably watched it at some point. Honestly, I don't really remember, though. Speaking of which, I don't really remember what to do for this puzzle. And of course, Wolfenstein 2. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2, I think, is only ever going to get more common, sadly. Which makes it really not even a valuable platinum anymore. Compared to what it once was. I mean, still, it's a high difficulty game. It's still going to look good. But, like, I don't know. Guys, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I really got to pee, so I will be right back here in a couple of minutes. Alright, much better. Alright, let's see where the comments were. Did it how Snam did, Cassie, and generally think it's the second hardest achievement you ever earned. Rarity means 0 to you. Still pretty rare platinum and definitely worth getting. I mean, yeah, it's absolutely still worth getting done for sure. And it's going to be a very proud platinum for number 1,000. Unless something gets in the way to be perfectly timed like Fallout 3 getting another re-release, getting a re-release. In which case, of course, that's going to be a... If it was timed that perfectly, which, I mean, again, I don't think it would be, but you never know. I can dream. I can dream about that being a thing someday. You will then Akuma without a god was one of the dumbest choices you've made. Highly doubt it for the moment. The Division 1 will get shut down. I mean, I don't think it would either. But my thing is, it's an Ubisoft game. And we all know that there's a random intern working at Ubisoft every so often, like every 3 months, they're told to randomly flip 2 switches and turn one game's online off while turning a different one's back on. So, in all honesty, who knows? Because that intern might just randomly flip the switch for The Division and then turn back on Far Cry 2. Which, honestly, I think people would probably be kind of happy about, because a lot of people wanted to do Far Cry 2, but never going to get the chance to. We know that there's some random-ass intern for them or something that's probably doing that. It's probably part of their job. Their job description is literally like, once every 3 months, flip 2 random switches in this room to bring servers online or offline. And it's a lottery system to see how it goes. Like, maybe someone gets a game back they won't. Maybe a bunch of people get a game taken away that they didn't want taken away. But don't worry, 3 months later, the lottery comes back and there's another chance for your game to come back online. But then the other game you might have wanted to do suddenly then goes offline. It's our whole system of stupidity. Yeah, it probably doesn't have that many years left on it. But I mean, as long as PS4 games are mostly not getting shut down, I think you're probably okay for now. Ubisoft seems to really believe in reincarnation pretty much. Did come out in 2016, yeah. Needs to get on the Division completions because you don't trust them. Division 2 should be fine. I think Division 2 is actually, like, even still doing updates and seasons or something. So I think you're probably fine on Division 2. Division 1 is a different story, but Division 2, I think you're totally fine. I remember we were supposed to get a Division Heartland, but it never happened. It got canceled. So we'll see if Division 3 ends up happening or not, or if it gets canceled as well. Look at the cute little stormtroopers doing their window washing duty. They're so adorable. They're cleaning windows. And they gave me a free mini kit, and then I kill them. Insert historical reference to that, probably. Most of which mean we can happen at any time. Did talk about devs shutting down games without warning. Yeah. Plan on platinuming this game twice? Hell yeah, I'm going to platinum this game twice. Again, this is a childhood classic. And it's also nowhere near as long as something like Skywalker Saga, so... I don't know where that hatch is, but... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I feel like that's probably something. But I don't have a small character, so I can't do anything anyway, but... That's good to know that that's there for later. What the... That's just a capacitor or something? Yeah, energy thing. Flip that with me. Oh, hello. That is not how you treat a lady. Especially not Carrie Fisher in her prime. But yeah, I'll definitely do this game twice. Probably do this game as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that long of a completion. I suspect like 20 hours probably is the max that this would take, which isn't that bad for a LEGO game. It might not even be that long, given that it's apparently the PSP version. It might actually be shorter, because that's how Thrillville was. We got the PSP version of it, and it only took... I mean, I did it in under 3 hours. An experienced player can easily do it that quickly. My ice maker's making noises. I think it's done now. Red and blue. I don't know what the point of that whole thing was. Let's flip switches. Good job. Someone missed the jump. That wasn't exactly a hard jump to make, but someone still missed it. Oh, crap. Hang on. Go back just in case I need Chewie's disguise here. I feel like I probably will. What does that do? Oh, wait, does that give me a new disguise point? Hang on. No, that activates the elevator. Yep, that's gonna be really annoying, isn't it? If there's anything I have to do with... Yep, that's a disguise point. And there's a thing up there that's force activated. Okay, screw the force thing. Obviously, that doesn't matter. Okay, there is another helmet thing up here. Okay, never mind. I was worried there for a second. We're gonna have to go all the way back. Alright, can you guys just deal with the Stormtrooper for me, please? Holy crap! Where do they all come from? And why is slapping apparently the most effective technique? Okay. Yep. This is gonna get a little bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be fun in Super Story, isn't it? Alright, we're good. Alright, you know what? Get out of there. Screw the studs. Get out of there. Love how Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan is still online. COD Classic is still online. I'm not even joking. COD Classic is still online on PS3. You can still find... Well, it was when I last played it like 2 years ago, so I don't know what it is now. But it was still online. Since you know the max level, thing with the DLC at the weapons crates when Twitch drops. We can't treat Carrie Fisher that way. Mark Hamill wouldn't mind that happening. Yeah, that's fair. We don't mind anything bad happening to Mark Hamill. I think Indiana Jones, the original adventure, is probably gonna... I would love to see that for sure, because that was another one that I grew up on. That game was a lot of fun. Oh, wait. We need to... Yeah, do that first. That might be helpful, because that stops enemies from spawning in here. Okay, I'm probably not going to end up getting that stud meter filled, am I? I haven't found a single red brick either. Because I think that they're in the levels in this one. Unless something's different on the PSP version, which is a possibility. Right, where does that go? Oh, up to here, okay. Why would that... if I still had a Stormtrooper, we could go that way. Oh, that's all it does. Okay, so there was no point of that. Oh, there was a point of that. Okay, so we need to be a Stormtrooper again. They released this. Sure, that game's next. Yeah, but they released this, like, 8 months ago. Didn't they? Yeah, this was like 8 months ago. So who knows how long it would take to actually get that if it came out. This is what I was thinking of before. Okay. Destroy that. I can't tell if the mini-kits are exactly the same as they were in the main version. Ooh, okay. Oh, speaking of mini kits, I'll take that, of course. People will complain, but if Activision did a purge in online servers, you would understand. They have so many games online that they shouldn't. Oh, PS3, yeah. I feel Activision had a lot of players go back to their older games. Well, they don't have a whole lot that still play them on the PS3, though, because a lot of their old PS3 games don't even work anymore. A lot of things that Activision had a hand in on PS3 don't work anymore. Wolfenstein 09, Black Ops 2, several Cabela's games. Oh, this room. Okay, yeah. I think this is the average sorority girl going to her first frat party, which is highly unfortunate for her. Alright, so let's kill the ones up there because they're probably the biggest threat here. And that's not what I wanted to have happen. We can build it one part at a time, though, I believe. Okay, come on. Seal the door. Slap him. Seal this door. Okay, so we should... Okay, he's stuck in the door, that's fine. One of them reopened. I don't trust the game here. Got it. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's always been a bit of a trickier portion. You can probably glitch up there if you have the right character, you have the right movement for it, but I apparently do not. So we'll wait till we have a Force character for it. Sweet, they aren't making a profit on servers. Does it cost money to maintain them? Yeah. Although people have said that there's, like, different types of servers, and that can affect the cost or whatever of them. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I'm not smart enough for that. Stormtrooper door. I may not have a Stormtrooper mask on me right here. Hopefully there's one here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite going to get the stud meter here either. Gonna have to come back to this level too. Oh, well, there are some of our friends. Finally here. Yeah, we're going to be cutting it a little bit close on the stud meter here. I think on PS3 it gets the server shut down, you completely understand. That's fair, I mean, like, it is so old at this point. I do wonder what, like, the last PS3 game is going to be that survives. I feel like it's going to have to be a Call of Duty game, right? I feel like that would make the most sense. That would be some kind of Call of Duty game. Okay, so there's stuff over there. Get all those studs. And then pull that. Yep, that breaks that. Okay, so that needs C-3PO. That's a bounty hunter door. Okay, that should get rid of the stormtroopers for a second. Okay, C-3PO. Where are you? There you are. Okay, hack this panel. Only game he's really complaining about is Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max shutting down still is just one of the stupider things I've seen happen. Of all the ways to make that game unobtainable, you do something like that. It never should have been taken that way. Because, I mean, it's like, literally you could fix that by just, like, patching it so you can get scrap crews offline. It wouldn't have been hard to do. Okay, R2, you are up. Oh, this is about to take us to our first vehicle mission of the game. I just remembered that. Yeah, we're about to go into our first vehicle mission. Okay, push that out. Whatever it does. Okay, killed everyone, so what is that going to give me? Last PS3 game to survive will probably be Advanced Warfare. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Okay, there should only be one more. Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max shouldn't have had any online. It makes no sense why they did it. And there's been a lot of games, though, over the years that have been that way, where it's like there's no point of them ever having had online, but they put online in for some reason and, like, locked a trophy behind it. There's multiple Cabela's games, again, like hunting games, Cabela's hunting games, that are like that. And it's the reason why I can't platinum the series, is because of that. And it's not even my fault. It's just because ridiculous server things. Okay, yeah, I thought there might be a way to get up there, so let me get all of these and see if I can still manage to finish this level off with the stud meter filled. Because I think there's a blue stud up here. No, man! Gonna end up missing it by, like, nothing, probably. By, like, one stud, probably. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Oh man, she just died twice. Well, we're gonna end up missing this out by like 1%, so that's wonderful. It's gonna be a level that we have to come back to. I don't know, like, these story ones I might just end up, like, doing off-screen. Because, like, is there really any real point of replaying story missions on camera? Once I have the 2 times multiplier, or any multiplier for that matter, excuse me. Versus free play, where I can actually get stuff. I don't know, we'll figure that out later, once I figure out how to actually get the multipliers in this game. That would at least save everyone a little bit of time. Especially because I don't think you can skip cutscenes or anything. Alright. Off to the final level of Episode 4. Let's go. Indeed, we've already completed all the online trophies for every obtainable PS3 card except for Ghosts. Early 2010s were the worst. Yeah, it would just, any game would add in online if they thought it sounded like a good idea for any reason. There were so many games. I remember that, like, Super Exploding Zoo, that was one from, like, early PS4 that randomly got it. PlayStation Store League Gears of War. Yeah, I heard that there's no multiplayer. I heard that as well, actually. Which it's like, why would you do that? Why would you release Gears of War with no multiplayer? There better be co-op. There better be co-op, at least. If not, then no one's going to play it. Or hardly anyone's going to play it. Because no one wants that. I think Assassin's Creed games getting online was the biggest. I feel like with a lot of them, it's probably that way. Or Destroy All Humans Clone Carnage, the Destroy All Humans game that's exclusively online minigames. One of the stupidest things. Then again, me, Ghost, and Killer finished it in like one night. Because I played a little bit of it one night just to learn the game, to start writing the guide. And then we just literally all platinumed it in 1, maybe 2 nights, so... Wasn't that big a deal, but still. If you want to play Forza 5 early, you have to buy the $100 version. I think I saw that. There will be co-op. Oh, okay. 2 through 5 will take like 1,000 hours. Is it just because of a kill grind, or is it more than kills that you have to grind? I assume it's like challenges as well as kills. I assume it's something like that, that it's also got challenges you have to do. And not just kills, except for like Gears 1 might just be like 10,000 kills or something. I assume it also has challenges, because I feel like I remember that from even like X-Play or something back in the day, back when they were relevant. How many kills do you need for those games? I think it was like at least 10,000, but I think it was in multiplayer. So like actually 10,000 online kills, not 10,000 kills on good old normal enemies. So I'm not actually sure. But I swear I remember that from even like G4 back in the day, or whatever the hell they were. After 2, it doesn't include kills, it's levels and challenges. Oh boy, yep. I imagine that the challenges are probably something else entirely to a lot of PlayStation people out there. Not all of us, but to a lot of people out there. Okay, so this game has some of the most bizarre vehicle mission design I've ever seen. 2 has 100,000. Oh, dear God. Gears 1, 10,000. 10,000 back in the game's heyday probably wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. Thought Vanguard with 10K. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that one was online, but back in the heyday, that probably wasn't that bad. Now, the 100,000 is another story entirely. And then if it's going to be challenges and stuff, yet again, that's another story on top of another story. Okay, so yeah, this game has really weird vehicle missions. Weird perspective. Kind of strange gameplay at times. And you have to carry bombs around. I think that each of these is a mini-kit, though, so each one of these I get is a mini-kit. Oh, and you can't get all of the mini-kits in a single run on these levels, by the way. As stupid as that sounds, you actually can't get all the mini-kits just by doing that. You actually have to come back and do them later because certain ones require certain ships. Again, as stupid as that may sound. But what makes this game's achievement list on 360 so difficult has to do with the no-death trophies, or achievements. Because there's a bunch of achievements tied to not dying at all in certain levels. Now, you would think that would be easy, but the red brick that gives you invincibility actually voids them. Now, for the standard combat levels, you can just use a ghost character the whole time, and because they're invincible. So it's not that big a deal. But the big problem is the very last mission in that game, the Death Star 2, in this game, I mean, is Death Star 2. And you have to finish it without dying, without red bricks. And I've seen videos of it. That ain't easy. That is not an easy thing to do. It's not well designed. It wasn't well thought out. I mean, it was the first LEGO game to have achievements, so I guess that's their excuse. But yeah, that's actually what it was back in the day, so if you're thinking of ever going for the the achievements on this game. It ain't as easy as a normal Lego game. Alright, just knock out whatever that is. So is that, I guess, just part of the shield generator. Let's get some more bombs. 100 kills take like 80 hours or something. Man, that's much. Vanguard 10. Yeah, Vanguard 10K wasn't really that bad. Insane campaign, Master Horde, Escape, launch maps and characters, 20 re-ups. Okay, that all sounds painful. Gears 2 grind is 2,000 online games and 100,000 kills. Okay, yep, that sounds pretty terrible, but if there's no online, that part wouldn't be there. Completion's only like 100 to 150 hours. I've done longer games than that. Not saying that I want to do another game of that length anytime soon, but I've done games of that length before, so it's something I could do again if I really had to, even if I don't want to. Okay, so we can't go through there, but we can hit one of these guys. And it's a really weird way to do collectibles. I almost feel like it would have made more sense just to not have collectibles on these vehicle missions. Because there's this one. I don't remember what the vehicle mission is for episode 5. I assume that it's the whole Millennium Falcon being chased through the asteroid field part, if I had to take a guess. That's my best guess, but I could be wrong on that. I know that with episode 6, at least one vehicle segment is that finale, the Death Star 2. And I think there's another one when you're on the speeder bikes on Endor. I think there's one there as well. So that game might actually have 2, or that episode might actually have 2. Alright, just keep on sending the bombs. There we go. And get more bombs. More bombs! More things blowing up in the middle of the ground. I don't even know what they are, but they give you studs. And I need studs. Because we got a lot of red bricks we're going to have to buy, and I don't know where any of the multiplier bricks are in this game. I'm going to actually probably have to look that one up, because I legitimately have no idea where they are. We're Poe Dameron. We're just flying around, and we're a better pilot than anyone ever lived in the galaxy. Even though we were a completely pointless, wasted character in the sequel trilogy. Just like everything else that was wasted in the sequel trilogy. If you're new to this channel, you're going to learn whenever I play a Star Wars game that I do not like the sequel trilogy at all, for the most part. I mean, yeah, Force Awakens is okay, mostly because it was a near shot-for-shot remake of A New Hope. More bombs! Get some more bombs! Get it, the moreth bombeth! Actually, they might put 100,000 kills. Gears 3, 4, and 5 are actually horrific completions. They sound terrible if they got challenges and stuff tied to them. I don't expect Gears E-Day to be a fun completion when it comes to PlayStation. Might go 1,000 hours. Yeah, that's a little much for me these days. I got more important things in life right now than that. So, I don't know if I can quite do 1,000 hours. I don't think there was any time in my life where I could do 1,000 hours. Because my longest platinum I have is probably GTA 5. And that was only like 200, maybe 250. That and Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 was right there as well. Because I did it back when it was harder. So it was a solid 200 hours, maybe 250. But, like, other than those, I feel like there's like a really well-hidden mini-kit here that I remember. Maybe like right here. I don't know. It's here somewhere. If I don't get him here, I'll get him later. Yep, there was one. But yeah, you can't even get all of them because there's 2 at least that are locked behind gates. I think there might be one at the very end of the level that's locked behind something stupid as well. Alright, time for the trench run. It's time for Gears 5. 100% is 2,000 hours. Yeah, I ain't quite got that kind of time. How many hours are there in a year? 168 hours a week times 52 weeks is 1,680 hours times 5 plus a little bit. What was that, like 80,000 hours? 8,000 hours. That's something like 8,000 or 9,000 hours in a year. I could see it happen if you know life it. Maybe. Red Dead 2 takes over 200 hours. I don't think Red Dead 2 is as bad as it was, though. Like, it was very time-consuming when it came out, of course. But it's easier now than it was. There's a lot less stuff you have to do with it. Or, well, it's not even a lot less stuff. It's just that there's more reliable strategies for stuff in the game. It's not as hard as it once was. And got it. Power brick. I don't know which one it is, but we got one. I do remember that one being there, though. I hope it's a good one. It's probably something stupid, because it was that easy to get. But maybe it's something good. You know what? I should be more of a positive Peter than a negative Adam. Or negative anything. Got 7 of them. Well, I know where 2 of them are, behind walls. Actually, I think there's 3 that are locked behind walls, aren't there? Let me run back down the trench, though. There might be something on this end of the trench. Let me double check that before we finish this level. I have a weird feeling there might be something at the end of the trench here. Huh? Well, no, there isn't. I was wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of one of the ones from the Skywalker Saga or something. How are they missing? It's such a narrow trench and they can't hit me. And bombs away! You did it, kid! That shot was 1 in a million! The base is in range! Dude, the base is in range. You may fire when ready. One sad little stormtrooper flying. You know, they shouldn't have to worry about death. Because they're Legos. Legos don't need air. Legos don't need food. Legos don't need water. Legos don't need shelter. Legos don't need companionship. He should be fine. He'll just float to the nearest star system after a few years in space. And he'll be okay. Putting the death in Death Star. Episode 4 cleared. Super Story. Obviously not playing that shit tonight. That was score times 2? Oh, hell yes! I didn't know that was score times 2. There's only 10 vehicles in this game. Yeah, we're on the PSP version. There were way more on the PS2 version, I specifically remember. So I'm almost 100% sure we're on the PSP version. I'm not saying it's hard, it just takes longer. I mean, I don't even think it takes longer anymore, just because they've changed, like, the multiplayer stuff to where you can knock it out way, way faster. Gears 5 is one achievements like 100 million damage in online, 100,000 online kills, 50,000 assists. I hope by fun, you're using an asterisk around it. Even then, it depends on how lucky you are with the online portion. It's definitely not as time-consuming as it was, though. Longest completion is only 155 hours, but there's 2 games that might take you 300 or 400. Oh, great. This is probably going to be copyrighted, isn't it? There's a random Imperial spy here for funsies. Chewie does not get a medal, I don't believe, which is still cruel and unusual punishment for the Wookiee. Yep, he still doesn't get a medal here. Now, I will say, as much as I dislike the sequel trilogy, they did exactly one thing really well. They gave Chewie a medal at the end of Episode 9. They finally did it. They finally gave him a medal at the end of Episode 9. That is really the only really good thing that the sequel trilogy did, was they finally gave Chewie a medal. A well-deserved medal. Except it's not given by, like, Leia or somebody. It's given by Maz, of all people. Challenges in the animals. Yeah, I mean, they're still painful for sure, but it's not as time-consuming as it once was. Okay. Wait. I thought... What are all those? Oh, it's two... Oh, God dang it. That is a lot. Oh, I don't know when I'm going to unlock that. Okay, definitely don't be buying any new characters. Oh, that is more expensive than I thought. Okay, then. I do not have a Dark Force character either, so I don't think... Actually, wait. Is there a Dark Force character available to me? If so, that's the main thing I need. Gonk, he's cheap. Why? Oh! Oh, okay. Easy trophy. TIE Fighter. Let me buy this, because that allows me to do everything in the flying missions. Well, Greedo's a bounty hunter. So bounty hunter would give me some access. No, there's no Sith. There's no Sith. I have no Dark Force characters, so... Yeah, there's no Dark Force characters. So there's nothing I can actually do until I unlock one in terms of that aspect of the game. But what I can do is we can go into this level in free play and we can grab the remaining mini-kits. Because we now have a TIE Fighter. So, let's try to finish a level to 100%. Why not? Okay. So I think I know where everything is. But, unlike almost every other LEGO game, you have to fill the stud meter a second time in free play. I think this might be the only LEGO game that does this. If any others do, I don't remember what they are. But I think this is the only one that actually makes you do this. Which is a really, really weird choice. Now, LEGO Star Wars 1, the original one, has different stud requirements if you play in free play versus normally. And there's no stud multipliers in the game, by the way. Just thought I'd bring that up yet again, because it's the only one that doesn't have stud multipliers that I know of. I think this will give me studs if I open it, so let me do that. Okay, I don't think it actually did. Never mind. Yeah, we need 2 million studs before we can buy our first thing, so... And we really need that multiplier. That's going to make life a lot easier once I get it. Alright, so yep. there are certain doors that can only be opened with certain ships, which is, again, super, super weird. And, I think this is the only game that does this. Well, no. Complete Saga probably does this, actually. Because Complete Saga is basically just the first two games combined into a new one with a few new features. So actually, it probably isn't that. It actually probably is that way. Boom! 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 Alright, this is going reasonably well so far. Warframe, Kingdom Hearts Collection, both average 300 to 400 hours. Only have 30 to 40 achievements left in both. It still sounds like a long time. 15% already nice. Yep, isn't the blue mini kit. That's what I'm not sure about. Like, I could have sworn that back on the PS2 version of the game, it was sort of a speed run, but also had collectibles in it. You know what? We're going to try that out next. Once I finish this level, we're going to try that out because I got to see some more of these differences compared to the version that I grew up on the PS2. Yeah, we're going to check that out next and see if you guys are right on that. Oh, what in the hell am I supposed to do with that? That is a tow bomb, isn't it? I can't do anything to that without a snowspeeder. If that's what I think it is. Okay, then. I can't do anything about that because I need a snowspeeder. So that means the snowspeeder is available in this game. Oh, I remember this one. This one I'm going to have to plan out my path. Give me a second to plan out my path here, guys. Oh, this is going to be annoying. These things do not control particularly well. Okay, let me head back out and try again here. Let me get a few more studs if I can. Alright, let me try that again. Okay, apparently that's not the path either. That's definitely not it. I wonder if I need a faster vehicle. I need the Millennium Falcon or something. Nah, I missed one there. Okay, maybe it just wants me to slalom. I feel like that can't be the most efficient way to do it, but... is that not good enough? Come on now. I probably had trouble with this as a children. There we go. That's 9. Okay. I have vague memories of it, yeah. We'll find out here in a second, actually. We will find out here in just a moment. But first, I gotta figure out why it wants me to use a tow cable bomb. This is probably why. Yep. So, can't finish this level yet. Because we need a snowspeeder. Which we don't get for another couple of levels. Okay, then. Back to the cantina. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. The PSP version functions like the original Lego Star Wars. It doesn't save when you leave the level. Okay, that just made this a little bit more annoying. At least I found out now. But that's going to make this a little bit more annoying. Now I know. But that is going to be annoying. That is going to be a problem. Collect. Oh, okay. So it is a speed run, technically. But not like a traditional speed run. It was basically like a mini-kit finding speed run. Okay. I can get down with that. Some of these levels are short enough, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. I don't know if they're going to be hidden inside of those, though, is the problem, so I might not get it the first try. This try is more to learn how this is going to work. There's one. Yeah, I'm assuming they're not going to be in the same place as the normal mini-kits, right? Nah. Definitely not. That would be a little too simple. That's several hits. Is there going to be one over here? Oh, crap. Yep, they can be in there. Okay, so we need full-blown, like, free-play accessibility here, so that's fine. We have free-play accessibility here, as long as it doesn't do something really annoying with that other area. Okay, so that is 4. So let me head back for just a second here, so make sure there's not anything in, like, a random spot here or something, because I wouldn't be surprised now if they did that. Yeah, this is one of those things I just really don't remember from back in the day. Okay, so those are not something that matters. Not there either. Okay, let's keep moving forward. We got 4 of them. Let's get some bombs and move to the next area. And there's one, yep. Yeah, I am remembering the snow speeders at this point. That bomb towing mechanic is probably one of the worst things the LEGO games ever did, if I'm remembering it correctly. So that particular part is probably going to be a little on the annoying side. Because that bomb towing mechanic was not a particularly fun part of this game. I think that's why they ditched it after the... I don't even know if they did it in the next game. They might not have done it in the complete saga. They might have changed it. Okay, shields are down. I'm sure there's one in here. Yep, there it is. 7. Okay, so it seems like the speedruns do give you plenty of time, at least. At least this one does. But yeah, that is going to be, speedruns are not my favorite thing in the world. Let's just say that. Do you remember the ship controls being trash? Yeah. Especially when you have to tow the stupid bombs along with a snow speeder. I remember some of those missions being kind of annoying when I was young. Then that means that there is a snow speeder mission. That's right. There's a snow speeder mission on Hawk. Completely forgot about that one. Please tell me it's not. Okay, that's a regular mini-kit. Okay, so we're good. That's a regular mini-kit. Make sure there's not anything in this corner here or something. Nope. Yep, that's the regular mini-kit that we can't get yet. That's totally fine. We'll get it later. Once I have access to a snow speeder. Next area. There's one. Oh, come on now. Y'all, you touched that with your debris. That's good enough, right? Who cares if you're dead? You got rich. You died getting rich. The American dream right there. Are the last two, like, both in the trench run? Because, again, I had no memory of any of this, so... Or very, very vague memories of this. I guess the question is, I'm assuming you don't have to actually complete the level. I'm assuming you just have to find all the mini-kits and you're good. So I guess we're going to find that out here. Let's go ahead and get some more bombs. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing over here. Alright, we're going in the trench. We're at 8. I died. I bet there's one on this end of the trenches in there. It's absolutely where they would stick one. Yep, called it. Absolutely knew that would be there. Okay, one more. It's probably where the red brick is, so... Oh, nope, there it is. I can see it right there. Got it! Okay. That's not awful. That's not awful. Don't think you need to complete the level. That's good, then. Quick game of Find the Canisters. Earn a gold brick in challenge mode. Let's go. He's not a vehicle. I don't think a clone pilot is a vehicle. Okay. We cleared that. Well, let's see what else we can do. The problem, though, is we need studs. We need, what is it, 2 million? So that means we still got to go back in free play, which obviously we're not going to do right now to get the last of the stuff, but... Ugh, if you can't quit out mid-level, that's not going to be fun. That is really annoying, actually. Okay, Episode 1 bonuses. We're not doing Super Story. That ain't happening right now. Let's try the character bonus. Yeah, we ain't doing no Super Story tonight. Because that's an hour straight of pretty good concentration. Oh, crap. You know what? I might not even be able to do this because I don't have a, I don't have a bounty hunter. I might need a bounty hunter for all the shiny silver objects, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So we have 5 minutes to get 1 million studs, basically. Purple studs are worth 10,000. This is the first game they ever appeared in, by the way. Fun fact. I'm just going to keep shooting at absolutely everything. Grab those purple studs. Grab them blue studs. Especially them purple studs. I think stuff respawns in these levels, if I remember correctly. Alright, 250,000. Why is there a random bikini trooper there? I have no idea. You know what? It's not my place to ask. I don't care what his preferences are. I just care that he dies so I can take his money. Where are we at now? Almost 400. Okay, okay. It's going okay. Every enemy you kill also gives you money, so... Manhunt meets Death Race, I guess. Man, they actually give you a lot for killing. Alright, we're at almost 500,000. This is good. Yeah, it'd be easier if we had a bounty hunter, but Not about to spend 60,000 on Greedo when I'm still trying to get a 2 times multiplier that I still don't have. Yeah, we need that 2,000 multiplier, that is, or the 2 times multiplier, I mean, because that'll mean that every story level will become easy at that point. We won't have to worry about story levels anymore. For stud counters, I mean. We'll only have to worry about free play, in which case we still won't even have to worry that much. I guess they want you to play this, like, competitively, like you and a friend trying to score as many points as possible. Me and Lizard Guy, I'm sure, did that at some point when we were kids. Or maybe, like, me and Marshall or something, who knows. Back in the good old days. Anything down here? Yep, lots and lots of studs. Let's go. Alright, we're at 700,000. Awesome, 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 awesome. 7/10 of the way there. More alleyways with lots of stuff in them. $750,000. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Would have been easier with a bounty hunter. I might not actually get it this time. I think I'm going to come up a little bit short. Unless I get really lucky. Yeah, we're at 800,000 right now. I don't know. I'm going to be cutting it close. Oh, yep. I don't know if I'm going to get it here. Darn it. I'm going to be a little bit short. Unless I get really, really lucky here at the end. Oh, well, hang on. Hang on. 850. 900 almost. But there's nothing here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it. Because you have to beat the best times on these to get the brick and the completion for them, so... Oh, come on, I missed it. Yeah, I might not be able to do it without a bounty hunter. Well, if it gives me the gold brick here, that would be fine. If I don't need to actually come back to this if I get the gold brick. I don't really remember, though. I don't think that's how it works, though. Because I think you have to beat the time to get the gold brick. I could be wrong, though. It might be different on the Vita. Okay, let's see what happens. Kind of levels, especially when you're in old school Lego set. Yeah. Okay, so what does that do? Does that give me the brick? No need best time. Yep, I knew that. Okay, so it does not give you the brick. Okay, so I was right. I'm not going to bother with that until I have a bounty hunter. Because we're going to need that to blow up some of the other objects. So we're not going to worry about that yet. Okay, then. Well, episode 4 is fairly well complete, but I still don't have a Dark Force character, so there's a lot of stuff I still can't do. And even at that point, like, I don't know when I'm going to get a Dark Force character. But currently we are at 16.6% completion. I may just have to bite the bullet and go ahead and buy one of them, just so that I have somebody. 16.9%, at least now I'm going to have a bounty hunter for the future. But without a Dark Force character, we still can't finish most of the levels. But we can quickly knock out another trophy by doing that. That's literally all we had to do. Super easy trophy there. Very typical for LEGO games, by the way. Okay. It's getting a little bit late, so probably going to have to call it here tonight. So that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I know this stream was a little bit out of the blue, because I was not expecting this to be a thing that was going to happen. But I'm very happy with it. So far, Episode 4 is complete in story. Got the True Jedi meter. Got a gold brick in challenge. A power brick, which is a red brick. A lot of stuff left to do, of course, but I'm happy with progress so far for the first night, not knowing to expect this. So, I'm going to try to be back on tomorrow, guys. Either tomorrow or Saturday will be the next stream. One of those 2 nights will be the next stream. Either tomorrow or Saturday. And then possibly a stream on, like, Sunday afternoon. And, yeah. Once LEGO Star Wars is done, we'll get back to Sly Cooper. So see you guys then.